under 20 home heroes. These are things I've purchased over the years. I have zero regrets about buying them. They are total game changers and add convenience to my life in one way or another. I can't stop talking about them, so today I'm sharing them with you. Now, if you've been to my channel before, then you know I am all about the products and the tips and tricks that make life easier around the home. Every single thing on this list does just that, and they're affordable, and they all solve a problem in one way or another. I'm gonna link everything in the description below. Let's check them out. Okay, up first, I've talked about this one before, especially when cleaning our bathroom. This is for glass shower doors. If you have soap, scum, and hard water, it is the BioClean Hardwater Remover. So you'll see these before and afters. I mean, what a difference this made. All you do is apply it. I like to use a non-scratch sponge like Scrub Daddy. Apply it as is, don't mix it with water or anything. Put it on the glass, let it sit 30 minutes to an hour to do its thing, and then you'll come back in with the sponge and with some rinsing and wipe it all down, and those doors will finally be see-through again. This also works on your fixtures and the little plastic piece that goes on the bottom of the glass door to keep the water from coming out. It'll work on that too, but it is a dream. And the beautiful part is you're not gonna need this every time. It's good to keep on hand for when you do start to get that buildup, but it's gonna help you power through it. I mean, I've tried all the cleaners, vinegar, dish soap, all the stuff, and sometimes that soap, scum, and hard water is just so bad, nothing will penetrate through it. This works like a dream. I cannot recommend it enough. Number 2 is a great solution when you need extra plugs, or when you run into the problem of a power strip where maybe you plug in a large plug and it's covering another open outlet and then you can't use that. This is the solution. So this is a surge protected power strip of sorts. It's 6 outlets, but they all turn. So whenever you have a large plug, you can simply pivot one of the outlets to the side, put the large one in there, and then still be able to make use of the others around it. This is so smart and really handy at the holidays, maybe if you're plugging in like a Christmas tree and banister lights and lamps and so on, but we've also used it in the bathroom and the kitchen, and it's great for travel. Number 3 is museum gel. Now this is a clear putty. It was originally designed to hold decor and things in place during earthquakes because it has a really strong hold. But how I love to use this is on the bottom of containers when I'm organizing a drawer, because you know what ends up happening? You never get the right amount to fit perfectly snug in there. So there's always like a gap. And then every time you open and close the drawer, they shift all around. And if you're type A like me, that will drive you bonkers. So with this, you can put a little bit on the bottom. It will hold them in place. Every time you open and close the drawer, it's going to be nice and tidy. Or you could use it to hold decor in place if you have fragile items and maybe you have pets or kids that run by them and you want to hold things steady. So multiple uses for this, but I really love it to keep your drawers organized. Number 4 is the best spot cleaner for walls. This is by Zepp. It is a foam that you spray on and then use a soft cloth to wipe off. This works for scuffs, markers, crayon, pen, even Sharpie. So I heard rave reviews about this, and one day when I was cleaning my son's playroom, I discovered some marks on the wall. I decided to give it a try. I was blown away. It worked so well. I honestly was going around my home hoping I could find more marks on the wall somewhere just so I could use it because I was that impressed. This is a total must-have to keep on hand, especially if you have kids or if you're a teacher for in a classroom, or just, all walls tend to be prone to scuff marks at some point, so it's perfect. Now, always test a small area, but it is said to work on all paint types, even flat and matte, but test a small area before using to be safe. But I have used it all around our home with no issue. It is a dream. Number 5 is the only reason I'm able to keep my ceiling fans clean. This is a ceiling fan duster. Prior to this, I always put this chore off because it required me getting out the ladder and having to climb to reach the ceiling fan. With this, I can just stand underneath it. So it goes over the blades, cleaning top and bottom at the same time. The dust stays inside of it. You can then just shake it off outside or run it under the sink or tub to rinse it off. But I love that it makes it easy, but it's so quick to just clean each blade. And then you can actually also use this to dust your baseboards or the trim around your doors and windows or the corners of your walls and ceilings too. Number 6 is one of those, where has this been all of my life, kitchen gadgets. This is a pancake mixing bottle, although you could probably mix any batter in this, but we use it for pancakes. So what I love is you can mix everything right in it, put your ingredients in it. It comes with one of those little balls that when you add it, then you shake it up and it mixes everything really well. Then you just take the lid off the end and then you can pour it into your pan and it gives you the perfect, like round pancakes. But the best part of this is when you are done, if you have batter left over, you just put the lid on and pop it in the fridge. And then the next morning or the next time you need it, you just pop it out and use it. And then it all comes apart and it's very, very easy to clean. I will never make pancakes any other way. Number 7, you know I've talked about before, the 2 best stain removers in my opinion. So the first one being by Carbona. I love this one. First of all, the applicator is really great. It has like a little scrubby bristles on the end and the gel comes out through the middle. So you apply it, work it in with the end of the bristles, and then just let it sit a little bit, toss it in the wash. You guys, this stain remover has not let me down, and I have thrown nearly every stain you can imagine at it, including ones that have been dried and are set in. It still gets them out. So I absolutely recommend everybody has this on hand in their laundry room. And then Miss Mouth Messy Eater Stain Treater is also a really good one. Now this one, you have to be careful on colorful fabrics. It can slightly fade them. So I really love to use this on white fabrics, but it's excellent at fresh stains. So if you have messy eaters or if you're out at a restaurant, it's good to have on hand because it can really like make the fresh stains disappear right before your eyes. But it's also been great for me for coffee stains, ring around the collar, armpit stains, you name it. This is another really good one. So I highly recommend both of these. Number 8, vacuum lights. Now, if you are lucky enough to have a vacuum that already has a light on it, then you know how good they are, and you really see so much more dirt than you can just with the naked eye and without it. But a lot of vacuums still don't have the lights already built in, or sometimes maybe the more expensive versions do and you don't want to spend all that. So instead, you can get these little lights that you just attach to the side of any vacuum. There's battery operated ones or rechargeable ones, and then you just tap it with your foot to turn it on and off. It is going to illuminate the dirt. It also makes it easy if you have to vacuum at night to see everything, and you get a much more thorough, deeper clean. Number 9 is a home hero anytime, but especially at the holidays. This is the Battery Daddy. Now this is the best way to organize your batteries. Not only can you see all of them and keep an inventory of what you have, and there's a ton of spots for the most used, which I feel are AA and AAA, but there's spots for all of them. Even like button batteries, there's a little area in the middle that you can put those in. But the best part of this too is that it has a tester in the middle. So if you stumble upon a random battery, say in a drawer, and you wonder if it's good or bad, you can pop it in the tester and it will tell you. So love this one. It's also just really nice to take with you, you know, around the house, or say Christmas morning when you know maybe kids are opening toys and they're gonna wanna play with them right then and there. You can have all the batteries ready to go. This also makes a wonderful gift idea, whether you do just the Battery Daddy itself, or you could fill it with batteries and then give that to someone too. And then speaking of the holidays, number 10, this tape dispenser that cuts several pieces at once. Now listen, yes, this is a total first world problem. We can always just use a regular tape dispenser and rip off a piece at a time. But let me tell you, when you have like a lot of birthday gifts or at the holidays, a lot of gifts to wrap, this is really convenient to be able to turn the dial. It cuts several pieces, and then you can really grab them one-handed while the other hand holds your paper in place. So it's a minor difference, but trust me, it is a big one. I find this so convenient. I love using this at the holidays, or again, if I'm wrapping a lot of gifts for birthdays. Number 11 is this 2-in-1 oil dispenser. I use this every single day in the morning when I make eggs, and I love that it can either pour the oil out, which is how I use it most times, or you can mist it. So if I'm spraying muffin tins or I need to mist vegetables, you know, for the grill or something, I can use that. And the sprayer does not get clogged. I had something similar to this in the past that the sprayer always got clogged, but with this, that does not happen. It works like a dream every time. It is crazy affordable. And the best part is you can just put in whatever oil you want. So I like to do extra virgin olive oil, and then it's just always ready to go, whether you need to pour it or mist it. Number 12, these paint touch-up pens by Slob Proof. Anytime we paint a new room, I go ahead and just make these up and then label them, and they are ready to go anytime there are dings or marks, or if there's chipped paint anywhere. These are so easy to use. They come with a little brush applicator on the end, so you can easily just walk around and touch up any chips or anything. We also love these for our white cabinets in the kitchen, which a lot of times will get little dings on them, especially the ones used most often. So these are definitely great to have on hand. Number 13, wad-free. This is a little device that will keep your flat sheet or your fitted sheet from getting all balled up in the washer or dryer. When I don't use this, I regret every time that I didn't put it on, because inevitably I get the burrito, everything's balled up inside of it, it doesn't dry, I have to then take more times to dry it, and it's such a pain. Every time I attach the wad free, I'm like, I should have just done this all along, because it keeps it separated. It prevents things from getting bundled up inside, so you get, you know, your items evenly dried the first time. Number 14 is this spray by Crep, and what this basically is a protective coating spray that you can put on shoes, backpacks, lunch boxes, purses, and it's going to make them waterproof, so water will bead right off, but so will stains and messes and spills, so it's going to keep them cleaner longer. So anytime I get new shoes, I spray this on, but I've also done this, for handbags that I want to keep nice, or my son's shoes for school, or his backpack. Again, just to give it that protective coating so that it can't get stained and dirty as easily, and they stay cleaner so much longer. Number 15 is a home hero if you have the unsightly black mold and mildew in your shower or around your bathtub. This by Active is a gel. You just apply it, let it sit several hours or overnight, then you wipe it away, and it is going to have those areas looking brand new. I am so impressed with this time and time again when I use it. Even spots that I'm like, oh, I don't know, this is pretty bad, it gets it looking like new again with very minimal effort from me. It is a slam dunk product. And then speaking of Active, number 16, they're cleaning tablets. At this point, they have them for nearly every appliance in your home: coffee maker, dishwasher, disposal, washing machine. And what I always say is it's rare that you can get a shortcut with cleaning that works well. This is the exception. This is a shortcut. We do not need to be scrubbing these appliances by hand. These tablets are designed to get them clean, so let them do the job. I like to toss them in once a month, like the first of every month, so it's a good habit to get into, and I remember to do it. And it's going to keep them clean and working their best. But then also, if it's something like your dishwasher or your laundry washing machine, then they are going to in turn clean dishes and laundry better because the machine itself is clean. So I love these tablets by Active. Number 17, the best, in my opinion, stainless steel cleaner by Wyman. So they have a trigger spray bottle that I love, or the wipes are really convenient too. This is the first one that I used that I felt like actually left my stainless streak free without a ton of buffing. A lot of others on the market, maybe they leave it streak free, but I have to buff and buff and buff to get it that way, and they're too much work. With this, you spray it, wipe it in, and then with a dry cloth, buff it once, and it will be so shiny, sparkling. And the best part too, they also have like a protective coating, not anything you see or feel, but it just puts this like protective layer on there that's supposed to be resistant to fingerprints and smudges. It's not that they will never get dirty or smudged again, but I do feel like it takes a little longer compared to others. So I absolutely love this stainless steel cleaner. Number 18, just some good old microfiber cloths. I will link some of my favorites in the description below, but you just cannot go wrong with microfiber. In my opinion, you can do the majority of your cleaning with them just with damp microfiber. So it's how I dust. I haven't used a dusting spray in years, so I just make this damp and go over it. You can clean glass and mirrors. You can clean your electronics, your bathroom, your general cleaning, wiping down the sinks and countertops, your stainless. I mean, they have so many uses. They're super affordable, and you always get several to a pack. So if building up cleaning supplies and you ever want to know like what are the must-have things, for sure, microfiber cloths should be on that list. Number 19, the cutting tools by Slice. I will link some of my favorites in the description. They have a nice variety, but this is now my go-to when opening packages or breaking down boxes or opening letters. They have different ones for different uses. These are also really great for opening like that plastic material that a lot of times like flashlights or toys might come in. This will bust right through it. But the best part is this is a ceramic safe blade. So it's just a safer blade than maybe sharp scissors or a knife. So, if kids are nearby and using it too, it's a better option. So absolutely love this. And it's kind of amazing because you could rub it on a balloon and it doesn't pop the balloon, but then it'll cut right through cardboard. So they're magic. I love this product. And then lastly, number 20, this straw holder that attaches to the inside of a cabinet door. If you are like my family and we have a ton of water bottles, and the straw tends to always get in the way when you are storing it in a cabinet. So this way you can take the straw out, pop it in this holder on the door. It holds so many of them. And then when you need one, you just can easily grab it. I've even seen people use this for pens or scissors too. So love that it makes use of the back of the door. It keeps the straws out of the way, but nice and handy and nearby. And it does come in several colors. But if you have a lot of water bottles with straws, trust me, you will love this gadget. All right, and that does it. Just 20 favorites, under $20. They're super affordable, but they are so useful. We use them over and over again. They are worth every penny. Let me know in the comments if you have any to add to the list. Again, everything will be linked in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if this was helpful, and I will see you in my next video.